Thank you very much.
Good morning, Simon Campbell, President of Stop Teacher Strikes. Let me start by thanking Chief Sponsor Representative Rock for his leadership and all of the other co-sponsors on this reform legislation, because that's what this is. This is really a serious piece of reform legislation that I think the vast majority of public school parents are looking for, the right of their children to receive an uninterrupted education. 37 other states have guaranteed their school children this right. We pay property taxes, incredible amounts of property taxes, so that our children can be educated. We don't pay taxes so that government employees can go on strike against the public they've been hired to serve. I think there are many people who believe, as I believe, that a strike in the public sector is a strike against the public interest. And a teacher strike is particularly egregious because it's a strike against children's interests. And this type of legislation is common sense. It needs to be passed into law. And I think that everybody understands the challenges in passing this into law come from the massive political power of the teachers union. The state union, the PSEA, they run one of the biggest PACs, political action committees, that give money to a lot of legislators for their campaigns, both Republicans and Democrats. And I think that I just wanted to touch on some of the cornerstones of their power to understand why it is that we have to keep coming back to say we need to pass this into law instead of it just being passed into law. The teachers union get their power through two basic areas. Number one, they have the power in state law to coerce and compel non-union employees, non-union school employees, into paying dues or fees as a condition of employment. So you can have teachers that oppose strikes, that are not in the union, that are being forced to pay dues or fees to keep their jobs. That's unacceptable in a free nation, yet that's what the teachers union believes in. The second issue, and not many people realize this, is that we have school districts all over the Commonwealth that are literally in the business of collecting and remitting the union's dues dollars and also teachers' voluntary PAC contributions. Not many people realize how the union gets its PAC money to influence elections. We have payroll departments inside our school districts, administrators, human resources people, that are collecting and remitting teachers' PAC contributions and sending it to the union, who then in turn send it and give it to influence elections. Now this to me is mind-boggling that this goes on, that you have a private organization, the teachers union, that is able to use the resources of government to collect election influencing money. And this is a massive, massive problem. There are millions of dollars involved in influencing the political process here in the state capitol coming from the teachers union. Soft money in dues dollars and hard money in PAC contributions. And this is being processed through our school districts, and it shouldn't be, because it is this type of money that creates the kind of power that allows the teachers union to oppose banning strikes in Pennsylvania. And I think that this is one of the major reforms that has to be looked at. I brought, if anybody is interested in looking at it, I put it on the table at the back, the form that the teachers union uses when they sign up a teacher, the enrollment form. On this form, they call themselves an education association. It asks a prospective member their political affiliation, what party they're with, which I think is unacceptable. But on this form, you can see in the right-hand side, in fine print, is a Good Forever PAC pledge. So allowing the teacher to make a pledge to the union's PAC, and it says on the form that it's good forever. Then they give this form to the school administrators who deduct the money and send it. And I think that not many people realize that we have computer systems, human resources, payroll people, administrative resources, government resources involved in processing political money. My feeling is that our school districts exist to educate our school children. They do not exist to process political money, either dues dollars or PAC contributions, so that the union can have the kind of power that it does over our children. Because my feeling as a public school parent, I've got 3 kids in public school, is that the teachers union does not care about the welfare of my children. They're in one business and one business only, collecting union dues, and it is a multi-million-dollar business. We've even got situations where you have union officers, union officials, such as the state union president, James Testament, who is technically considered on leave from the Central York School District, remaining on the public payroll for the last 9 years, even though he hasn't been in the classroom, and he will receive a public employee pension plan for all the years of service he spent working for the union. Why is this allowed? Why do you have these union presidents allowed to remain on the public payroll when they actually work for the private union? This to me is unacceptable, and I think these are the kinds of reforms that the legislature needs to look at in addition to strike-free education, because these are the cornerstones of the union's political power. Let me just say in closing, I think that this issue is a no-brainer. Every child should have the legal right to a strike-free, uninterrupted education, and anyone who disagrees with that statement is not putting our children's interests at the center of public policy in this Commonwealth. Thank you very much.